Hello guys, how's it going? And today I'm going to teach you how to transform your THP200 for free. Well, we're going to do it with this PIPERCROSS panel filter that cost me just over £20. Now I know you're going to say to me, that's not free, but the benefit of getting this, the biggest benefit is one time. It pays for itself. You pay for it once at £20, pay off, and you've got that for lifetime, so there's no need to ever replace it like you have to do with your standard intervals on your services with the stock paper. So we're going to see if this lives up to its standard. Now apparently this makes better induction noise, gives you better performance, and just helps the car to run smoother. So we're going to see if that happens today. Now we're not really going to comment on the performance because, you know, even if we're getting 1 or 2 horsepower, if anything out of it, then it's a positive. But we're going to comment and see whether it improves the drivability of the car and any other benefits that come with it. So let's get it fitted. So welcome to my very dirty, not very cleaned up THP200 lump. So obviously I'm going to be taking off the shields, polishing them up, doing a bit of painting in the engine and make it look much better. So this is where it's going to begin. So we've always got a reference to look at. So a flathead is needed, and the T25, preferably on a little socket, because there's not much space in there. So I'm going to show you how to get it off. So to get your ratchet, I'm going to loosen off all of these screws in here. That's actually tightening it. Get it the right way around, and you're going to loosen it like so. So next, we're going to push down with our thumb and take off the connector. As you can see, it's quite loose now. I've loosened the top of the box off, like that. Then we're going to undo the top clamp here while the brake goes on. So loosen the sensor end off the pipe and then pull around towards you, which will reveal the air filter. There we go. If your sensor is dirty, give it a clean while you're here as well. So let's have a little look at this stuff. Yeah, so pretty dirty. I mean, I'm sure it's seen much worse, but definitely not going to be helping performance when they get dirty and blocked up. So like I said, the pros and cons of these are you're not going to have to keep replacing this every time you do a service or whenever you need to do a replenishment of your filter. So let's get that there. Let's compare the other one. So this is where I'm now crying in my mind, because this is actually, I don't know if it's an exact fit for my car. What I do know is it's for a Mini, so I'm hoping it's the right one. There we are, so it looks pretty bang on. We'll just get it out of the plastic sheeting. Obviously bear in mind it'll be very oily when you remove it, so it's best to keep your fingers on the rim. There we go. Much better, looks really, really good. You know, so you can see the air has only got to pass through, you know, that. So you're getting the same clean, you know, you're not letting stuff get into your engine, but look at the resistance, the reduction of resistance. So I definitely feel like this will pick up a bit better, and you know, there probably will be a small power gain, not that I'll notice it, but it will definitely pick up better, and you know, we should get some more induction noise with that as well, hopefully. Now just a side note, with this car I wanted to do a cold air feed down into the bumper, but I've realised with the sensor location it's going to be very difficult to make a setup that's going to work. You know, the engine is used to this resistance path coming in through the bumper, around to the back and into the turbo. Now by moving that sensor by the turbo, A, you're going to get hot, and B, it's just not going to pick up the right airflow because the length of the pipe's different. You're changing the dynamics. So ideally I'd like one here, but I think with this sensor and the setup it's on, I think it's just going to be easier, and the car will run better on the stock setup with a decent filter. I'm also going to get the intake pipe as well, and I might do a little bit of upgrading with the intercooler and other bits as well in the future. But I just feel like, to me, this for £20 it's well worth the upgrade that's needed over the stock one. So let's put it back in. Okay, so I'm not actually 100% sure, but I'm assuming it goes mesh side down, but we will soon find out. So I'm just trying to get my hands off it. That's not ever going to happen. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's how it fits. It looks like that's how it fits. You know, I just looked at the recess on the filter and it was the same on there. So there we go, in. All you're going to do is do the reinstall in reverse. So I find it was a bit of a fiddle. The corner here gets caught and it lifts, so you can't get the bottom bedded in position properly. So I find that you want to pull this pipe down and then just put your hand around the back of the filter and feel it as you slot the pegs into the holes in the back. Otherwise you're going to have a massive gap on the back of the air filter housing. So that's ready to go. I'm going to tighten this back up, put this all together, and then I'm going to take you out in the car and let you guys experience the sound difference, if any, and I'll also tell you about how it feels and how it drives. So yeah, it's not free initially, but this is something which you'll never have to replace for the lifetime of the car. So for a free upgrade that's going to make the car run smoother, maybe give you a little bit of power, give you a little bit of extra noise, why the heck would you not spend £20, which, give it a few years or even a year, it's paid itself off. So let's get going in the car. So, has it increased the intake noise? Yeah. You won't be able to hear that, but yeah, I have got a stump valve spacer on there, but yeah, it's louder and it sounds good. It's a nice noise. So on the initial driving or drivability, beautiful, lovely little hiss, lovely little noise. So I don't know whether on the stock turbo you'd get much of a noise difference, but definitely if you've got a dump valve spacer like I've got on mine, you can 100% hear the difference. So that's a tick in the box. So it was right, there is an increase in induction on mine at least. It actually does. The car definitely picks up much better. Now, I don't think it's in my head, it does. You know, that instant I put my foot down, I can feel the boost build much quicker than normal. So that's another tick in the box. You definitely get that increase in performance, that increase in pickup. So I'm about to hit the motorway now so I can see how it feels on a bit of a launch. Yeah, so I wouldn't say it feels any faster, but there's definitely much more response there, you know, as that resistance is now gone. So, you know, in the real world, it does give you that little bit more propulsion, a little bit more oomph when you need it. So it's 100% worth the buy. I can't see why you would not buy it unless you want to keep your car stock. You know, you're saving money and you're gaining the benefits from it as well. So I would 100% recommend buying this product, and I'll stick it in the link below. So that is the end of this video, and that is how to improve your RCZ for free.